All right. Hey, family. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Oh, my goodness. What a day. What a day. What a day. Hope everybody is having a great day. It's a little rainy here. It's like drab, but this is a great day to just sit down and just chill. Okay. We have an amazing topic for today. Hey, I want to ask you guys, did you guys hear about that bank? What's that? Silicon Valley Bank, right? That went bankrupt. We've been talking about this for a minute. Y'all better get y'all money out of the bank quickly. If y'all have a savings, any type of savings, start. Remember how they used to put money under our mattress years ago? You guys need to get back to that. Seriously, it is time for us to start saving. But don't just put your money in the bank. Invest it. You got silver, you got gold, you have properties. Some people have enough money right now where they can go and and like get some property, put down on some property. There was a guy that was talking about Penn Credit Union. Pennsylvania Credit Union will give you up to like 50,000 if your credit is like a 580. And he was talking about entertainment facilities. Like, say, for instance, if you saw a building, right, and it kind of needed a little bit of work, they would give you money, like 50,000, and um, you could literally like rent that spot and pay up the rent for maybe, I'm thinking maybe a year, maybe 6 months, like that, and then take the rest and like do the rehab on it, nice floor, maybe a nice paint job. You don't have to do a whole lot to like an entertain, like a place where you're gonna do some like a rental place, where they event planning and stuff, where they do events and stuff. You could rent a spot. And one guy was talking about that, and I was watching his video, and he said that he went and borrowed the money, and that's where I got that idea from. And I was like, wow, a lot more people could do that. That's if you are looking for to make some little extra money. And Airbnbs are great too here in the city of Raleigh, or I think down there by DC, by the airport. A lot of people come into DC. You might think about renting an Airbnb somewhere just to get a little extra money in your pocket, because we talk about, our topic is very important for us to parent on purpose. Okay, we're not doing that. We are not building generational wealth for our kids. What are our babies going to do if we don't do it for them? What are they going to do? How are they going to, if we're not passing down anything, what are we doing different than our parents did? Everybody said, oh, the generation before us failed us. Okay, well, we failing our children now. Okay, from what I'm looking at, we're not passing down any wealth. We're not passing down homes. We're not passing down properties. We're not passing down, well, you're passing down your jobs. I'm sorry. I mean, come on, you guys. We have got to start parenting on purpose, and we're not doing that. We are just like, la la la. Everybody else around us is parenting on purpose. They are like, for instance, if you know that in their white community that they need more pilots, they produce more pilots. If they say, oh, we need more doctors. I know one family, and this is not a black family, they're like Indian. All of their kids are going into the medical field. um, I was doing some tutoring, right? And a lot of my kids were like Saudi Arabians, and everybody I asked, I said, what's your 5-year plan?" And they said, "Oh, we're going to go to college." And I said, "What are you going to major in?" Every last one of those kids said engineering. I'm like, wow, there's nothing but engineers in Saudi Arabia, because all of their children is going to engineering. But they parent on purpose. They find something. Welcome, forecast, welcome, welcome, welcome. 88, welcome. They parent on purpose. They see a need, and this is what we're not doing in our community. This is why I built Ram in the Bush, because I wanted us to start parenting on purpose. I even checked on a pilot school, right? It was in, I think it was in California, no, Florida. And I called the guy and I talked to the guy, and I'm gonna tell you, he was so racist. I'm sorry. I could hear it through his voice, but I didn't care. I started, put my little white voice on, right, and give me some more information. Wanted to know, how do we get started? What do we need to do? He had all these stipulations. I mean, it was so many stipulations. I was like, wow. But it cost $100,000 just to get in their school, just to learn how to fly a little plane, their little private plane. But that's something that's needed in our community. And I was thinking, man, how can I partner with them in order to get our babies to even think about flying, to even think about piloting? I don't see. I think I saw. because I traveled, this summer was a travel for me. I think I saw more black pilots in Kenya, Africa, those areas, than I saw here in the US. Okay, I saw one, but he was from like, I think Ghana. He was from not from America, but he was actually a black pilot, and I was so impressed. I was like, wow, it was great, right? But we have to start. We see a need here in our community, right? And I'm gonna put the link out there. I don't know if anybody, you guys, what y'all doing today, but if y'all want to come on, you can. But I want us to get to the place where we are thinking about the future, and we're not doing that right now with our children. We are not thinking about the future. We're not investing. We're not leaving any inheritance to our children. So most of you guys are struggling, going from day to day, working mediocre jobs, is barely making it. But what's our legacy? What are we leaving? What's the legacy? What are we leaving our children? We've been fighting the same fight, if you guys noticed, for since 1963. We have been fighting the same fight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? I was trying to even partner. I'm reading your I was trying to read your forecast, your thing. But have to understand forecast. I've been trying to partner with doulas who are mostly white, and we have a couple of black foreign, like from Nigeria, Haiti. You have a couple of black uh, doulas, but they won't partner with me. It's so hard for us to teach us, and of course, it's hard for white women because they don't. That's a white woman's thing, right? But we can get into it. And I was trying to partner with them, and I'm still trying. I had a black girl, and her and I was supposed to. We could never connect because she was so busy. God, that just bothers me when people are so busy they don't even have 5 minutes to just 5 minutes, 5 minutes to hear me out and for me to tell you what I'm trying to do. But that's neither here nor there. Whatever. I feel like the people that I'm supposed to be partnered with, I'll partner with. But white women were, I mean, that's an area where we need so bad, because if we say that we are tired of their treatment, let's stop whining and let's start building. I don't want to hear no more whining. When people start whining, I turn them off because I don't care. I don't care. We are so busy complaining about what they do that we're not doing anything. What the hell are you doing? You complaining about, oh, they treat me this way in the hospital. Okay, well, my suggestion is let's build our own clinics. I wanted to connect the clinic to Realm of the Bush. I want to connect the legal service. I want to connect the dental service. I want to connect all this stuff to Realm of the Bush. And like construction company, I was trying to bug a construction place to even talk to me, to even uh call, get my boys in. They wouldn't even call me back. You know who's dominating construction? I remember in the 80s and the 90s, black folk was dominating that field. Now, Mexicans, white folk and Mexicans, you hardly ever see a black person on a construction site, and that's building. We need to get in on these construction sites so that we can teach our sons how to build. I had a guy that was that had did a delivery, and he brought his son with him. He was already teaching him, and he said it was his truck, and he was teaching. I said, "Oh, you got your son with you?" He said, "Yeah, I'm teaching him the business." They teach. They start. How many of us black folk have taken our kids to work with us? I'm just hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. That would okay. Let me start that question over. The ones with businesses. I don't want y'all to teach our kids how to work. We already know how to do that. Our kids already know how to do that. But what I'm saying is the guy bought his son. It was his own truck, and he was showing him the ropes. He was taking him to each. He said he's taking him to each facility that he works at, and he's teaching him how to, because he is going to eventually help, use him to help him to be doing some deliveries, and he can do some other stuff he was saying. But we have to start passing down businesses to our children. We have to start teaching. It's not always about college. Let me tell you something. If we don't come up with a 5-year plan, we're going to be in trouble. Your children should be writing out a 5-year plan. When my girls were in high school, I said, write out your plan for this year. Give me your vision for this year. What kind of grades? What kind of classes? What are you going to do with those classes? I was parenting on purpose, right? we have to understand what our children's gifts are. What is the gift? What is the gift to entrepreneurship is our family? What gift is over your family? Is it dental? Some families, number dentists are in the family. Some families, nothing but lawyers are in the family. Some families, doctors in the family, entrepreneurs in the family, bankers in the family. What gift is over your family? You have to operate in that gift. To me, like backstabbers and dishonesty. Just on 88. Well, let me see what you're talking about. You just going on. Let me see what 88 talking about. Oh, let me see. Wait a minute. A biracial person. Okay. 88. Stay on carb. Stay on top. And I don't care about nothing about them mixed babies. You already know that. Each other. Backs like that. Yep. Okay. Really? You found 3 or 4 doulas? Okay. Wow. I'd like to partner with them. Send me their information if you don't mind, Forecast. I'd love to get with them to see if they will partner with us. Are they Black? I don't want. I say Black, but right now I'll work with anybody to partner with me to show my girls how, and then I'm gonna partner with them, my girls. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if they Black or white, because I'm just not. I'm at the point right now where it's hard to get anybody to help Black folk right now. Let me make sure think of those white pilots are gonna help you. Idiot, stop being so negative. Stop it. Stop it. I don't think if they're gonna help me now, if they meant to help me, they will. How about that? I know a lot of people don't want to help Black folk. It's not about they don't. It's all about not wanting to train Black people. That's what it is, and it's okay, because if it's meant for us to learn, we're gonna learn. You know. But I want us to start teaching and training our babies on purpose. Seriously, because it's time. It is time, because we are still dealing with stuff that we've dealt with since the 60s, right? Oh wow. Oh wow, Forecast. That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I would love to talk to them. But we are still dealing. Why are we dealing with the same stuff that we've been dealing with since 63, since 1963? Police brutality. Now we've got Black folk in office, but now Black folk don't want to help Black folk, right? So I don't believe in voting federally. I do believe in voting locally. Okay. If you have a Black person that has a Black agenda, that has a heart after Black people, I would love to vote for them. But what I'm finding out is a lot of Black folk now don't have a Black agenda. And when they do, just like the one little boy, young man, he had just got elected and he wore a dashiki to to wherever his work was, right? He was in the public forum, and they dogged him out. But my thing is, why aren't other Black people defending him? Or why don't all Black people say, hey, we're gonna have a dashiki day? We have to start protecting our own. We'll have one person on the city council, excuse me, we'll have one person that's Black, pro-Black on city council, and nobody else, but you have other Black on the city council, but they won't support their brother. They won't support him. How many Black folk are there? I used to do talks and heart-to-hearts in shelters, home shelters. And it's mixed. It's not just Black folk, but it is a lot of Black folk in homeless shelters. But like I said, we have to start doing things on purpose. We have to start parenting on purpose. For instance, we know what we need in our communities in order, and it's going. I tell people, give me 2 years. Give me 2 years. Let me get them trained, and then we could start this. We could start training them up, and using the ones that I got trained. I can start using them to send different individuals to. Okay, I got another guy in my area that's doing CDL that I also use. Okay, in our area, because a lot of our the ones the reentry program that I partner with, they can't leave to go to Rockville, to Rockingham, to Trina's place. So I had to have somebody locally, and actually I'm recruiting for him, and I partner with him, so I'm getting paid per person that I actually send to him, which is not bad, which is a great idea. Okay. So that's another form. I'm always thinking of ways I can, and I keep telling different businesses, yeah, I'm finding you people, then pay me. I'm just saying, Graham the Bush, that's what we do. It's almost like we're recruiting for other people. Like they need help or whatever. We're recruiting for them. One guy, white company, didn't want to pay any money. I'm like, no, I'm going to send you people then. They didn't want to pay anything. They wanted me to work for free. I'm not working for you for free. And he was a recruiter. Well, dude, get out of here. Get the hell out of here. I ain't working for you for free. You know, I'm gonna give you people, you getting paid for them, but you don't want to pass none down. I ain't thinking about them people. But my thing is, we have to start understanding, why are we still dealing with the same stuff that we was dealing with before? What's the problem with us educating our own? Okay, we have a Black school, and we as Black people have to start supporting each other. We don't want to do that. This is so amazing, you guys. I had talked to, I don't know if anybody watches Mike, right? He's a guy on YouTube, right? And hold on, let's see. And actually, I wrote him a question the other day. I wrote him a question, and he's an Israelite guy, right? And I asked him about in our community about building and why we don't build. And what's his name? Mike Malice, right? He comes on every Friday at 8:00. So I wrote him a question about building, and we talked about, and I asked him why don't we do this? It was him and I have been going back and forth, because I asked the question. I have a question. We say we're Israel, right? Why have we not created our own schools that are taught online first, and once we get enough in one area, we can find a building and totally educate our own babies. Why have we not created our own communities? I was asking him because a lot of Black people who are woke say that they're woke, but they're not building. So are we really woke? I'm bringing this to us because it's time for us to do something. We are leaving our babies nothing again. We're leaving them the same thing that our forefathers left us, nothing. We've got to put them on track, because right now they following anybody and everybody. This guy, when I asked this question, he actually answered it. He had me on the show, right? My question was on his show. And then he began to talk about it. Then he began to say one thing that made me think. He said, if we build it, will Black people support it? What's your answer, you guys? What do you think? No. Why? We can't get them to support the schools, the Black schools that's already in operation, like Zykes Institute. We can't even get them to support those schools. Why? If we want to complain about white folk and what they're doing to us, why have we not gotten the balls to take our children out of their schools? Why are we still complaining about something that we can fix? Help me to understand that. I'm not understanding what's going on here. I don't understand why is it that we're not coming up with a plan. And I'm gonna put it out here. We have to come up with a plan. Just like I tell people, what do you want? You want to go to school? You want a business? What's your plan to get there? We can say all day long, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. I want to go on a trip. I'll tell you about how my trip was when I went to Africa. For 3 years, I was saying, oh, I want to go, but I didn't have a plan. And each year it would come up. Welcome, brother. Bakari, welcome. Would support it. But I don't think that, no, they will. No, we got to change that mindset. And this was where that education comes in at. Once we start putting the educational practices out there, a code of behavior, supporting our own is the main two things that we need to be teaching our babies, even at home, even right now. Patrice, welcome. We have to start parenting on purpose. We have to get to the place where we are laying down foundations for our children. You cannot just leave parenting in the open and, okay, well, you clean your room when you get ready. Don't even say, if you never say clean your room, do you think their child will clean their room? No. I used to teach my children, right? My baby, she was something else. Why I got to learn that? I said, because you may need it later. You may not need it now. You may need it later. So it's going to be in you. So if you need it, you can grab it and keep moving, right? You don't have to learn it all over, right? This is what we're not doing. Pour it in. And you have to understand the word told us to pour it in. Teach your young. Men teach your men. Men teach your baby boys, right? Women teach the women, right? This is what the word said. He said, pass it on so that they don't forget. We didn't do that. We got comfortable. Once we got free and we started to go to school with them and we started integrating with them, even though these people couldn't stand you. You begged them. You literally went into their restaurants and made them fix you a hamburger. Are you serious? I'm gonna go to somebody's house that don't like me. That's just like you going to an enemy's house and having a whole dinner and they just cussed you out and beat you up the day before or that same day. And they invite you to their house for dinner and you go. I don't want your dinner. I'm not coming at your house. I ain't no telling what you're gonna do to my food. So why would I want to eat behind you? You understand what I'm saying, you guys? We have to start laying down the foundation for our children. It's gonna take us individually. Bakari, you have children. You lay your foundation. Forecast, you have children or not, but lay down the foundation when you do. Patrice, lay down the foundation. 88, lay down the foundation. But you have to start laying the foundation. This is what I expect. Because if you don't lay down the foundation, they're not going to know. Then the teachers at school is going to lay down that foundation for our children. We don't want them to start laying down our foundation for our babies. We know their foundation for their babies. They sleep with their kids. They sleep with their dogs. Okay. That's a foundation I don't want. Now they're teaching LGBT. They're teaching every type of dysfunction in these schools that you could possibly think of. And why is it that we still allow them to educate our children? I have no idea. Is it that we don't know what they're teaching our children? Is that what it is? Would you say made them give them a hamburger, and you know what was in? Ain't no telling what was in the hamburger and that Coke you just got from people that just spit in your face. You think they're not spitting in your hamburger? I mean, spitting on your hamburger, dropping on the floor, stomping on it, putting it in. I'm just saying. You think they're not spitting in your drink? Come on now. What would possess us? And we got beat on. They popped you in the head. They spit in your face, and you're gonna sit it. You're gonna take my money. God, help us. Help us. It's crazy. Complaining about what white people do for them. They gave Asians in the house most black. You know what? It's so funny. I'm reading your comment, Bakari. But you know what? We're whining about something in a minute. And we'll talk about who white folk gonna do this one week. And one lady, they asked her, they kicked her out of Victoria's Secret and asked her, you gonna go back? She said, yeah, I'm gonna go back. Why would you go back? Why? I think the more that they mistreat us, the more we love them. I'm just saying. I was reading something where Farrakhan had, I get his, I love his little newspaper, and I'm gonna show you guys this. Y'all look at this. What are he telling y'all? Can y'all read that? Hold our dollars. And what's the bottom say? What's the bottom say? Here. Y'all see that? Redistribute the pain. And he's talking about we can bankrupt this country. Redistribute the pain. Why are we doing that? We are worth $1.2 trillion, right? As a collective whole. What are we doing with that money? Do you not know that without our $1.2 trillion that we could bankrupt them? Do we not know that? Do we not know the power that we possess? Remember that Popeye's chicken, that sandwich came out? We made them rich, didn't we? Overnight. One day, we made them rich. But we won't make ourselves rich. Tell me why. Tell me why. Economics. Economics-wise. Build black, buy black. I even said, hey, let's do this. This is the thought. I'm serious. I came in the area. I said, hey, you guys, that was some people. I said, why don't we have our own community store, right? Chicago, in the area. I don't live in Chicago, but I know people there. I said, hey, you guys, they had a family, like a little market that was a Jewish market that was going out of business, right? It was a community store. I said, okay, you guys, why don't you guys get some people together and open up that community store for yourselves and charge like a weekly fee. You guys, collecting weekly money, and you can pay the rent, but it's a community store. It'll be yours. You see, people don't want to do nothing. You want to complain, but you have an opportunity to build, and you won't. You won't support your own. I don't know why. Why won't we? but we'll talk about the doctors killing us in the hospital. I said, okay, hey, let me get a clinic. I'm telling you, these are things that I opted to do. I went and looked at the building, and all you had to do, I wanted to put this was a building. I wanted to put a clinic in there. I wanted to do the doula. I wanted to do an attorney. I wanted to get a dentist in there. And these were people that was going to volunteer once a week. Okay. Once a week, they was going to volunteer. And we was going to charge the people that come, like the dentist office, we was going to charge them like $30, right? To get like a tooth pulled or a filling or something. We was just going to charge something really super cheap, right? But that money would have went to the dentist, right? But the dentist would have been paying a weekly fee to be in that building. And it was almost like the rent wasn't that expensive. And then in the other, now that was one side. And I said, okay, the doctors, you can do the same thing. You can do like pap smears. I'm talking about the ideas. Doctors can come in and do pap smears for women. You can prescribe birth control. You can do like physicals and stuff and charge a fee. That's how they would get paid, right? Nobody wants to do it. I'm like, I can't do everything by myself, right? And I had looked at the building and everything. And on the other side, it was two sides to the building. The other side, it was like a place where we could have came and Black folk could have like separated it, and you could have had a little spot for your own business, right? Because I was like, okay, this is something we can do. Instead of going to Walmart, we can come here. We could put like a store in the front, right? Like, everybody can, just put some supplies up there. And then you could also have your own store, like who wanted to sell shoes, jeans, whatever it is you want to sell, whatever your business is. You rent a space and you pay maybe $100 a week for that space, which would have went toward the rent. These are ideas that I was giving people. I can't get nobody to do nothing. I'm serious. I'm like, you know what? Look, y'all can do what you want to do, because I got tired of talking to people that weren't doing nothing. Every idea, they were, if we do this, then this going to happen. I said, we can hire security. We could have vets coming in, because I knew vets. We can have vets coming in that would give up their time. They're already retired. They're just going to come there to patrol, just to protect, just to look out and watch out for the building, right? They didn't want to do that. And they weren't even going to cost anything to do that. They were just willing to, Cassie, you get it going, but I'm not putting my name on the line for people that just hen and hawing and, coming up with all these. I'm like, look, you guys, I got the ideas. I cannot do them all by myself. I promise you. I'm like, you got like-minded people, you guys on here, let's build. It's going to take us doing for us. We cannot tell people, hey, stop supporting Walmarts if they don't have a Black place to go to spend their money. People are going to spend their money. I said, hey, let's have our own nail shop. I was like, we can put a nail shop in there. We can put a pedicure place in there where you can get your nails and your pedicure, and we can have a place for the hair. All of this would have been in one location. Nobody wants to do it. We want to just complain about what white folk doing. I don't want to hear what they're doing. I don't care what they're doing. What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. When you come to talk to me, tell me what you're doing. I don't want to hear, white folk did this and they did this and they did that. They've been doing that. So what? Give me some new information. What are you doing about it? That's all I want to hear. It's all about building right now. If you're not trying to build, I don't want to hear it. Got something that I wanted to talk to you guys on. They got brand new apartments coming up in Africa, in Ghana, right? I've been emailing this guy about the properties, very nice properties. And I just put it out there on Facebook because a couple of my girlfriends want to go to Africa, and I'm trying to do this, that, and the other. And I'm really interested in doing this, and, and da, 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 da. And I said, well, okay, what do you, hey, I put it out there. This is what's going on. This is what they're doing. Are you ready? Silence. I don't care. The property is only $40,000, and he'll go down even more. And he does a payment plan, and he'll even go down more. But people don't want to do nothing. This in Ghana, it is $40,000, and I was trying to find it on here because I was just going into the Facebook. Hold on, I had just seen it online. Hold on, let me go over here. Hold on, and I'm gonna try to show you glimpses of it if I still have it here. Hold on, and I mean, it's a really good deal, but I cannot force people. If you don't want to build, I can't make you want to build. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up here. If it's time to build, but if you don't want to build, I can't make you build. I can only give you ideas. But if you don't want to do anything with those ideas, I don't know what to tell you. I'm serious. I will not. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I don't. So if you're ready to build, let's build. You ready to do something? Let's do it. But we have to start, you guys, doing some things on purpose for our children. If you don't, what are we leaving? What's the legacy that you're leaving for your children? What is the legacy, you guys? Come on. You're not building. I'm gonna show you these apartments. These are some very nice apartments. And this is what it's called. Okay, and these are in Ghana. Ghana. I don't know why I say Ghana. I'm trying to see if I could push it up. Hold on, let me see. And they called Grand Villas. Okay, y'all can pull it up. Grand Villas. I'm gonna give you the website. You can go to GRI. Hold on, Grid Villas, GRIDVILLAS.com, right? And check on these apartments. And they're for sale. And this is a look. This is a picture of them. Okay, just showing you for the ones that want to kind of get into building or want their own apartment or something in Ghana. Now this is what he's offering. You see that price, 44. You see that price? Okay, so to own your own. And let me see. Can I get them to open more? More. I want to show you the inside of these apartments, which is amazing. They're very nice. I'm always looking for deals. This is what he said. Hold on, 48, 12-month deal. You can make payment plans. Hold on, I want to see the apartments. Hold on. Okay, here it is right here. Download the brochure. I'm trying to show you the apartments. I want to show you the inside of the apartments if I can. Because I went on here and I saw the inside of the apartments, which was really super cute. They were not very nice. And my thing is, you have to start building. You have to start doing something. We can no longer. This is the 2-bedroom apartment. They have 2 and 3 bedrooms. Okay. Hold on, let me see. They have 2 and 3 bedrooms. Okay. He got a phase 1. And they're like 50% completion. Okay. I'm trying to show you he's got 24-hour security, backup power, fitted kitchen, constant water, property management. It is a gated community, AC. This is his number, contact information, but I'm going to show you more. Y'all can write that down. I'm just putting this out there for you guys. His email, you can see his email. There's an email if you want to ask some questions. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of some properties. I had it up earlier. Let me see. I'm trying to go inside the house. I want to go inside. These are what the outside looks like, right? That's what the outside. But let me see if I can pull up the inside of the property. They had some store living area. Dang, where's the picture of I'm trying to go inside. 2-bedroom apartment. Gosh. Okay, phase 1. Completion in September 2023. Okay. I cannot believe I can't. Where's the website part? Brochure. Let me go in the brochure. Maybe I can. Okay, let me just put my name in there. I already did this. I already put my name in here. I was trying to see if it was gonna let me. Okay, maybe I can download it. I'm down. I'm just trying to show you the inside. This is some stuff that we need to start doing. Okay, if you want to build here, build here. If you want to build, but build somewhere. Start somewhere. Y'all stop it with all of this craziness. Y'all got to start doing for yourselves. We cannot continue allowing leaving our children with nothing. We've left them with people that don't even like them. Why have we done that? I don't understand that. Okay. We cannot keep doing that. Okay. We've got to get to the place where we are doing better, you guys. Okay, here is the 2-bedroom. I want to see if I can do this. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm trying to see if I can open it up. Okay, anyway, that's just a little bit of it. Okay, and this is just in case you want to build. I think this is like the 3 bedroom. I'm just saying, property. If you can't buy a piece of property here, go somewhere where you can. Go somewhere where else where you can build. Okay. Because I keep telling my husband, I said, retirement here for us, it's going to be like we have a house. I'm like, we can lease it with the option to buy. Okay. I would never give up my residency or anything. That'd be crazy. But I am not willing to stay somewhere where I'm gonna struggle. I'm just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? No. It's time for us to do something as far as our future. What is your legacy? What are you leaving your children? Is a question I keep asking people. What are we leaving our children? We economics wise, okay? How many here are investing and buying silver? How many are buying gold? Silver is, I remember when I was buying it was like $20. Now I think it's like $35. It's going up. It might be higher than that because right now they're trying to go to another community. They're trying to do some other things as far as resetting the economy. We know that, right? But what is your legacy? What are we willing to do? Okay, housing. How many here are buying their own house, their own home right now? How many of you are working on your credit to be able to leave your children a home, leave your children some land? I don't know about buying land here. I have not. I've bought mine in. I'll have 3 plots. Okay, what do you? We have to do it. It's not here. It's Ghana because I know Gambia. I bought 2 plots, and then one is Malindi. That's another. That's 3. Okay, now I'm thinking about getting one of these condos. I'm talking to the guy now. That is going to be possibly an Airbnb. I'm going to buy it. I want to buy it, but we have to leave our children something. Okay. And my thing is, I don't want to leave them anything here in America because I want them to invest and have they can do what they need to do there. We have plots, we have land that they can build Airbnbs on. They can build homes on. Then they can rent them out for Airbnbs. I'm just saying, I'm leaving them a legacy. I'm leaving them land. So whatever it is you want to do with it, you do. And I didn't pay a whole lot for the land. The government helped me buy that land. I'm just saying, y'all got money just like I did. What are we going to do? How are we building? What is the future going to look like for your children? Black people, we got to start educating our own. Right now, they trying Mississippi trying to turn, but guess what? They setting themselves up. Okay, Mississippi, people crying about Jim Crow laws. Okay, what the hell are you doing about it? We are complaining, but we're not doing anything. We've been talking about this forever. That's what they do. But you're not doing anything to prevent it from happening. You got a whole mayor over there that's black. What is he doing as far as setting up perimeters to protect his people from going through this Jim Crow stuff? Anything but whining and going on different TV shows and talking about it. Oh, okay. What the hell are you going to do about it? Let's talk about something. I want to show you something. We're going to talk about a little bit of this. We're going to talk about this. Because right now, y'all have jobs, right? How many of you guys have sidekick hustles? Okay, that you, if you're off on weekends, or you can do on your days off. If you stay in an area where you get snow, do you have like a business where you remove the snow? Do you have a business where you're doing mowing grass? Do you have a business? Okay, Batari, I know you have a business as far as your dump trucks, right? Okay, what about other types of businesses? What else are we doing? What, working a job? That's not leaving your children a legacy family. That's not leaving your children anything. Who wants to be left? I don't want. I remember when back in the day they used to leave the maid jobs, and they were inheriting those people. And when you quit or died, then they got your children had to come and be them people private property. Wouldn't have been me. They just say, Cassie, we're gonna leave this. You ain't leaving me. I'm not going there to clean up bad on white women. They nasty self. No, be putting up with the crazy crap all your whole life. No, we ain't doing that. I'm just so tired of what I'm seeing. I don't know what to do about it. Let me just show y'all. Okay, we're gonna do this here. Oh Lord, entire screen. Okay, I want to share my audio, and then I want to go up here because I want you guys methods of thriving. What are we gonna do here? How are we gonna do this? I'm just tired. 5 ways, methods for thriving to build Black generational wealth. Let's talk about that. How are we gonna do this? We got to have a plan, right? It's 2 things. I'm trying to see which one I want to do first. Trying to see. building the financial plan. A lot of times, if you don't build that plan out, if you're not thinking about it, but a lot of times you have to talk about money on purpose. A lot of us don't even, we're not good with money as it is, and we're not trying to learn how to be. We will not talk to a financial planner to save our lives. And I don't understand that I don't understand that theory. Why aren't we talking? Why aren't we getting some new ideas and talking to financial planners? Why won't we introduce ourselves to this new stuff? If you don't know that much about money, why aren't you learning? Why are we not meeting up with people that can teach us how to spend money? Okay. Why should Black Americans focus on building generational wealth? Okay. For starters, today, medium income wages for Black workers is approximately 30% or $10,000 lower than that of white people. We know that. Fortunately, there are numerous ways of Black community can build their fortune. Okay. Simply saving money is not enough. We already knew that you just saving money is just not going to do it for you. You have to put money away, even if you start with $50 a month, even if you, well, weeks. You get paid every 2 weeks. Put you something away. You should not be spending every dime that you make. You should not. I don't care if you take that $50 that you was going to buy you, you was going to go out to dinner Friday night with your girlfriend. Baby, we're going to cook at home. I'm going to tell you I'm a good cook, and you're going to put that $50 in the bank, and you are getting ready or invest it. Okay. There are great investments right about now that we can invest in. Okay. You have to understand what you need to be doing with your money. Just putting it away in the bank is not going to do it. You got people with, with money in the bank, but it's not growing. Okay. Put it in the stock market. You have to learn how to do this stuff. You have to not be afraid to touch to embark on new stuff. Okay. Stock market don't hurt anybody. I was just learning. I've learned how to do it now. I don't get, but I don't do but that much. I may get maybe $20, or maybe $10, but I'm just putting my foot in it. I'm just getting my foot wet because I went to the Terry Invest with Terry, and she has, I'm doing classes and learning how to do it because I wanted to really get into investing on stock market. I love that type of stuff, but I didn't know how to do it. So I took her class up, and I was able to make payments on doing it. So I'm learning how to do my little stock options. So every now and then I'll put my little foot in there, but I've been doing the simulators right now, just still simulating. But I love stuff like that. But I'm at least willing to learn it. We have to be willing to do something different. You cannot keep doing what your grandmamas did and just put your money, just in the bank or under the mattress. Okay, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't put some money under the mattress, but not all of it. Okay, go and invest. You can get you an apartment. Okay, right now apartments are running. Well, I don't know about apartments right now because they're so expensive. I went to Alpharetta, Georgia, right the other day. My daughter wanted to ride down there last weekend. No, 2 weekends ago. I saw some apartments that was like $2,000. I'm like, that is too expensive. I would not dare try to do an Airbnb in an apartment for $2,000. I went to Raleigh last weekend. Same with that. I don't know what's going on with apartments, but apartments are skyrocketing. And for me, the only way I can see you making a profit is having multiple apartments in another country, having you a team. Okay, because I know people that have properties in Ghana and other countries in Africa, and they have a team. They have a person that'll, and these people live there, and they have a manager, a person that they're paying. They have a person that'll clean the apartment, and they have a person like a manager that'll make sure that'll go there. If you need to light, whatever the maintenance part is, they'll do that part. But you have two people on the team, and you can have more than that, but you can start with two people, and these people are actually being held accountable. One young man, I asked him, I said, well, how do you know they're cleaning it? After they clean it, they pretty much take him on a tour of the apartment, and they're, he's looking at it to see if it's actually been cleaned, right? He also gives the people that is renting his apartment, Airbnb and that, he gives them their phone number. So if you see anything dirty, if you see anything out of order, just let him know and he'll take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not there, but it's a way to do this. But I'm telling you, if you have like a lot of family members that that go to Dominic, you can buy an apartment in Dominic, and you can make that American money, charge $50 or $60 every per day, and you can make how much 5 days. If I charge $60 times 5, how much money is that a week? I'm just saying. Okay. So that's at least you're gonna make your money back, but you only paying maybe $200 or $300 for that apartment, right? But how much have I made that first week? If I charge $60, okay, come on, let's do the math. If I charge $60 and I did that times 5, that's what, $300. I'm just saying. Why are we not? See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying we can do. That's $300. That means you paid for the mortgage or the rent on that apartment in 1 week, right? But because you have a lot of friends, a lot of Americans are going to Kenya and other places now. So your rent for that apartment will be paid, even if you did it for even if you rented it for 5 days, it's paid. But you still have what 25 more days in the month to rent that apartment. So you could actually, if you making $300 a week off of that apartment, that means 1 week went toward rent and 3 other weeks went toward in your pocket, right? Or maybe $100 goes toward the toilet paper, toiletries, or whatever. But the rest, or maybe $30 go toward the electric, $15 go toward the cable. You still got at least what, $300 in your pocket. Well, you probably more than that because you didn't made what, 300 a week is 4 weeks at 369, $1,200. How much money did you just make off of one apartment in a foreign country? Off of your friends that want to go there and visit, off of family members that want to go there and visit, off of advertising on where I'm just saying, these are ways that you can make money. You have to think outside the box. We have to start planning this stuff. You cannot continuously just struggling through. You got to leave a legacy for your children, especially if you buying that property. If you buying that property, you can buy that property and just say, for instance, if I'm still over here working and that's money that I've got off that Airbnb, and that's I can pay $1,000. Do you not know if I paid $1,000 a month on that property because I'm working here, paying stuff here, but I have enough money, the money that I'm coming in, that I'm bringing in, I'm gonna pay back into owning that property, right? Okay, within how many months, how many, what, 2 years, you'll probably own the whole thing. You got to think outside the box, you guys. We cannot sit up here and be, man, I sure want to do this, but I'm scared. What are you scared of? What? You'll never get anywhere being scared. We have, just like technology, we know that AI is coming, right? We have to begin to start encouraging our children to go into these technology classes. And a lot of our children are doing it already. I'm gonna start reading you guys' comments. A lot of our children are doing it already, right? Yes, these houses are overpriced, but guess what? This is here in America. But if you go into other countries, $200 or $300 easy, 400 at the most. I seen one apartment there that was $400, right? I'm just saying, if you have a lot of people that's, you know, it's it's time to do something different. Just you gotta write the vision. You cannot know that we're going into AI and technology and tell your child, oh, go over there and take art, or go over there and major in something that's not even going to help with technology. They need to be understanding what technology is. They're on the computers anyway, and some of them are so good they would ace those classes, those technology classes. Okay, but he said, fortunately, there are numerous ways that Black community can build their fortunes. A sport alert: simply saving money is not enough. Here are ways to make sure your hard-earned dollars are working for you. Okay, knowing the willpower of financial planning. Black people are 50% less likely to have a will planned compared to other groups. And why? Because a lot of Black folk don't have anything. But once you start growing up growing your portfolio, then you will need and a lot of times they say put in a trust. I wouldn't do a will. I've talked to attorneys that say put it in a trust, because a will, you can fight a will. A trust, you cannot fight it. A trust is just it. Whatever's in that trust that's who it goes to. But a will, their family members will put you in probate for the rest of their life, trying to fight a will. So don't do a will, do a trust. Okay. Learning to mind your own Black business means what? Building Black, supporting Black, building Black, supporting Black. We have a lot of things right now. We have people online having Black owned businesses, but we need, like I talked about this, we need our own network. We need a Black owned Black community, Black businesses network where you put in your black business in this website, in this like a phone book, okay? And you, when you need in the whatever area you're in, say for instance, because you're in Georgia, okay, I have a dump truck business. This is what I do, and it's in Georgia. Forecast, you have a business in Virginia. This is my business. It's in Virginia. This is what we do. I have a business in North Carolina. This, we have to put it in order so that people know you're there. That'll be one website where we can go to look to know who's doing what. We don't have anything like that now. So yeah, we have black-owned businesses where I have a guy here in North Carolina. He has a black-owned business, a black beauty supply place, right? I go every time I need whatever I need. I'm shopping with him. Nobody knows about him, but he's been there 20 years. So where is the website to help us to understand where these black businesses at? I went to Georgia. I told you I went to Alpharetta. I went to some chicken place. What is the name of that place? Oh, that chicken. And it's a black owned. And I, as much as I could shop black, I shop black. It was, I don't even remember the name. It was so nasty. My chicken was dry. It was old. And I was like, I spent some rice. I spent a pretty little penny there, right? But I was so pissed off because of the simple fact, if I'm coming there, I'm from, you never know who you're entertaining, right? And I came there because somebody told me this chicken was kick butt good. I don't know, maybe that was a bad day for them. Whatever. I'm not even going to name the company because I don't want to mess with them like that, because I've already called and talked to them. Because my thing is, I believe in calling, communicating with you what you can do. Whether you're going to do it or not, that's your business. But this is your business. If you want it to grow, I will never be back. But moving forward, this is what you need to do. Make sure your chicken is fresh. Make sure you don't have chicken that's from 2 days ago and it's old and you done reheated it 5 times. Now you're going to slap some sauce on it and think, oh man, this is good. No, I want you to put your 100% into your business and black-owned business. We owe it to ourselves and we owe it to our community. So when you come to my service in my business, you're going to get top business. You're going to get top dollar business. Even if I have to fry it fresh for that day, yes, you may have to wait a little bit longer, but guess what? It's going to be fresh. It's going to be hot. So you're not going to mind waiting. I'm just saying. Don't give me no chicken that's been in your under your oven, your little light thing for 20 years. I'm just saying. Alfred is not for black people. They are cooking for white people because that's what. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, honey. It was not in Alpharetta. We went down a little bit. It was in a more of another area because I didn't know much about Georgia, but that was the first area we went to, right? But it was down a little bit, and it was in a black area because I wanted to make sure there was a black-owned business, right? And this, I'm not gonna mention it, but it was not good. And I've heard, people was bragging on the shit. I was like, oh my God, let me go over there. When I got there, when I got my chicken, I looked, my first bite, I was like, this chicken is old. It was hard. It was dried out. It looked like it had been sitting under the light. This was a Sunday when we went there Sunday. So I guess it was fried as chicken. I don't know. I'm just saying it was fried as chicken. It had a little sauce on it, but I couldn't even eat half of it because it was hard and it was old. And I was so upset. And I was on the road back home. If I had been there, I would have probably turned around. Y'all can keep this chicken, give my money back and do what you want to do. I don't even want to order anything because I don't return my food. But if I have to, I don't want you cooking me nothing else. Seriously. But my thing is, I'm not hard on black people. I give them a break. But that just really pissed me off because I spent too much money. And I'm visiting, and just treat people the way you want to be treated. Would you have wanted to eat that old chicken? No. So my thing is, just let's learn how to treat each other. If we have our own businesses, I understand, God, I do. I get it. We cannot do like they can. I know, but at least if you don't want to cook up a lot of food, cook it as it goes. I don't mind waiting for fresh food. I don't. I get it. But if you know that you got a rush hour and you've been in this business long enough to know that I need to have this much chicken cooked, this much fish cooked, this much fries cooked, and then my fries was cold. What in the world? I'm like, excuse me, you guys. I was so disappointed. I keep drinking all this water. I was so disappointed that I wanted to turn around when I was on my way home, right, from Georgia. I was coming back home. And I was like, are you serious? Is this the chicken? Is this what I bought? I want to brag. Y'all was bragging on this old chicken. People marched in the 90s for the right to live. What? You can find the video on YouTube. Really? They march to live in Alpharetta. Alpharetta ain't all of that. I'm telling you, so a very white area is overly priced. And Georgia, I just don't like that part of Georgia. I don't like to be around a whole bunch of white folk. I know one apartment we went to was $2,700. So, and my daughter was going down there just looking right, and I was like, let me see what this apartment. It was so expensive. I said, what does it offer? I went in the thing and I said, well, is it open sesame? Hey, water, turn on, or is it like a smart apartment, or does it do something, or does it when you come to the door, you touch the door and the door open, or what does it do? It didn't do anything. It was just $2,700 to $3,500 a month for a 2-bedroom. You got to be out of your doggone mind. You are out of your that's I didn't pay that for my house. I have a whole house. And you talking about $2,000? Are you talking about even I was so disappointed because I'm thinking, apartment's gonna be like, $1,200. I ain't been out apartment shopping so long. I'm thinking, oh, it can't be no more than 1,200. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe 1,500. When I got in there, I saw this 1 bedroom with a den. 1 bedroom was like 2,000. With a den was like 2,100. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? What the hell happened to these apartment prices? It was crazy. I'm like, and then I went to Raleigh just trying to see the difference. It was getting high too there. I'm like, y'all can have this. I would not rent anybody's apartment right now. I would get me a lease with the option to buy a house. I would go in here and give me one of these foreclosure houses. I would go and I'm telling you, I would not be in an apartment. I'm serious. I'm not gonna pay $2,000 for nobody's nothing. I'm just saying that's just crazy. Okay, so let me see. Let's get back to this. I can get off and I can go on and on, but I want y'all. Let's talk about this. Learning to mind your own Black business, right? And that's what, to me, is Black folk supporting Black folk. Okay, owning the business, teaches ownership, the importance of balancing books, managing projects and or people, and the true value of investing in oneself. Not only can Black communities transfer soft skills to younger generations, but they can also transfer their business firms or LLCs. You hear that? Okay. Investing in the stock market and the real estate. Okay. I really believe in now stock markets has been a little shady now. So if y'all investing, if you don't know, just you need to know about the real estate before you, investment, the stock markets before you kind of get into that. Because I'm just learning. So I'm very leery of it. So I don't put a whole lot of money, but I'm learning how to do it. But it's been really crazy for the last few months. So, but real estate, you can always, if they are building these houses and real estate is so expensive, I think I would go and I would charge maybe $1,500 or maybe $1,200 to $1,500 for my apartments. Do you not know if I invested in apartments and my apartments was like $1,500 to $1,200? Do you not know my apartment would never be empty? You know what I'm saying? Compared to these people that's got rents $2,000. I would underbid them and I would make a killing around here. I'm just saying. That's how you beat them at their own game. Okay, anyone can invest in the stock market despite there being few barriers of getting started in investing. And half of Black USA adults don't currently own individual stocks, mutual funds, bonds, exchange, trade funds, cryptocurrencies. I know y'all doing cryptos. Come on, you guys, or real estate investments in the stock market. A recent survey by Ariel Blacks, whoever, however, found that many Black Americans invested in for the first time in 2020. Wow. Wow. To further understand the importance of investing, consider the historic impact that discriminating debt and disparities have had on Black communities. Saving money is a liquid asset or cash that can be used in the next 3 to 5 years will only get us so far. In fact, even if we make it far, our white counterparts have been investing for so long. That's because they've had money to invest with. Black folk just didn't have much extra money to invest in nothing. But we can invest. I shouldn't even say that because Black folk, we had just like people getting their taxes. What do you think they're doing with their taxes? Just like Christmas. What do you do Christmas? Y'all go out and spend $2,000 on toys. Oh God, stop, you guys. Stop it. Stop. Any reason why a typical savings account isn't enough is because an interest rate you don't get but a half a cent if you invested with a bank. That's all you get. Let's talk about becoming fluent in your finances. Financial literacy is a key to help close the financial race gap in the United States as a growing number of Black Americans begin investing in the stock market and starting businesses. Like I said up here, let's go back up here to this real estate. This one right here is an amazing. This one is a good one because you can do rent you an apartment. You got your taxes. Go and find you a nice apartment downtown somewhere and in a nice area that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, and create an Airbnb. Or you can rent, like I said, you can rent you an entertainment spot where you can come there and have like weddings there. So I guess an event center, you can rent one of those and rent it out weekly, daily. You can rent it out. Why are we so afraid to invest? Why are we so afraid? We just some people I know this one lady and she's got money and won't do just stock it. And I'm like, you better do something with that money, invest it, buy something or do something. It's just sitting there. I'm like, don't let that bank close like it did in Silicon Valley. You ain't got nothing. Because I know them white folk had some money in Silicon Valley Bank. I know they had some money. That bank shut the doors, honey. Them folk lost everything. I'm just like, this is crazy. But yeah, it's time for us to invest in some real estate. Invest, people. People are always going to need a place to live. And it's not hard to get into real estate, you guys. It's not. It was much easier before. Than it's just still kind of easy. You just have to have enough money to go down on these apartments and pretty much get it in a safe area. Don't just get something just to be getting something and it's in the ghetto. Ain't nobody coming in the ghetto doing it. I'm serious. You can get something really nice on them foreclosure list. But this is something, this you got to have a plan. This is why we tell you, get you a 5-year plan. Put you some money aside. No, keep your credit straight. It's so important. Credit is everything in this country. Other countries don't care about credit. I can go there and give me a loan in Kenya and put down on an apartment or one of them condos in a heartbeat. I'm just saying because I work here in the United States and I make money here and they'll give it to me. They don't care about your credit. They care about your working job, your job working, and if you have money to put down or not. They don't care in Kenya. They don't care how much money you got a job. You probably making more. You can afford this, and they know we can afford it, and we'll get along with no problems. I'm just saying. So why would you invest here? Than over there. Over there, this place is done. It's falling fast. But I know Africa is now. And just pick a country. Just pick a country. And it's going to thrive. Okay. But don't listen to me. I'm just Cassie. Just don't listen to me. But I'm telling you what I do. But you ain't got to listen to me. Become influential in your finances. Financial literacy is a key to helping close the racial gap. Okay. Let's see. I read that, didn't I? According to 2021, let's see, Black Americans answered an average of 38% of the study financial literacy questions correctly, whereas white Americans answered an average of 50-50. We got to talk about finances. We got to talk about money. If you don't know how to save, if you don't know how to invest, if you don't know what to do with your money, and when you get done on Monday, you get paid Friday, or Monday you broke, Houston, you got a problem. Houston, if you don't have at least $5 in your pocket right now, Houston, and you just got paid Friday, you have a problem. You need to speak to a financial person. I'm serious. You don't. You shorten yourself because there's so many things that you can do with your life, and I guarantee you don't even know what you did with your money. From well, I pay cable, I have my car note, but you got to write bills. But you also have to put enough. Well, I'm gonna invest $100. I'm going to invest $200 over here. I'm going to buy me $100 worth of silver, or I'm going to buy me $100 worth of cryptocurrency. Or you got to be investing on purpose, you guys. This is why you got to talk to a financial planner. We had a guy that was talking about, sent us a thing for us he was like a financial planner. And he sent us a thing where we could go to like a dinner to find out how to invest and what to invest in and blah, blah, blah. And we went. And we have, we'll go back and talk to him about some things that he was talking about that we didn't even know nothing about. So sometimes you have to be exposed to things that they've been doing since forever, and we just never knew anything about it. But when I hear about it, oh, I'm investing. I'm always asking folks, what y'all investing in? What y'all investing in? And they say, oh, investing, because one guy had gave me two stock options to talk about. I think I told you forecast. I can't remember. I don't have it in front of me right now, but he told me the two stock options that I could have invested in. I cannot remember right now. I cannot remember. Deal. I can't even remember what it was. I have it written down in the room. And I have it written down in at my desk, but it was two stocks that he talked about, and it was pretty good stocks that I've been watching, and you need to get into some of that. You need to, if they throw you an idea, you need to invest in that idea. I'm just saying, become proactive in reducing student debt. Okay, that's my thing is, yeah, whatever. Just pay the minimum, keep moving. Shoot. with 229% making monthly payments of 350 or more. Yeah, right. They know black folk can't afford that. And did you see where they stopped that student loan thing that Biden put out there? You saw they stopped that, right? Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Okay, let's talk about this one. Let's go into this one. We have to start at least create a 5-year financial plan. You guys got to talk about it. What it's just like, for instance, you say, "Oh, I want to go to school, but I really don't have the money." Well, put a plan together. How are you going to make that happen? See, it was up to you years ago. How are we going to make it happen? How are we going to get to the place where we are financially free? Everybody wants to be financially free. Who wants to work to their 70? Who wants to work to their 60? Everybody wants to be financially free. Yes, but what's the plan on you getting there? Do a 5-year financial plan. Go talk to a financial planner. It doesn't cost any money. Primerica will talk to you about what you need to do to make this amount of money, to hold this amount of money so you'll be able to retire at this time. But half of y'all ain't even invested at work, even on your jobs. Some of y'all don't even have a 401k. Some of you guys don't have a 401k and you're still not investing on the side in anything. What are you doing with your money? You just what? Do you have a safe? Well, you got to plan this stuff out. You cannot tell me, oh, I want to, in 5 years I'm gonna give me a house. Okay, well, where's that plan? How you gonna get there? Have you started saving money? No. It's gonna take money. How you plan on getting it? Well, I ain't thought about that yet. Well, no. Have anybody heard of like a vision board? Write your vision board out. Let's put it out. Let's lay it out. Let's make it plain. Let's talk about this. We got to start laying stuff out, not just for us, because some of this stuff, for instance, you can buy insurance, life insurance, right, you guys? And sometimes if your kids are financially fit and they can pay for the life insurance, get you some life insurance and let them pay for it. They're going to inherit it anyway, right? Okay, that's an inheritance for them. I'm going to tell you a story. And this is so true, I promise you. Years ago, me and my first husband, right? He ended up dying, but maybe a few weeks before he died, I was feeling all kind of stuff. I knew something was going to happen, just didn't know what. But I had heard that, hey, and I was just thinking about insurance, life insurance, life insurance, life insurance. Kept coming in my heart, kept coming in my, and I was like, man, I talked to him about, hey, are you set? How's your life insurance? What's going on with the girls? Da, da, da. And he got kind of a little upset about me because he was thinking, oh, you speaking down from me. I really wasn't. And I felt bad because I didn't want to ask about it, but I felt bad for asking about it. And I was like, oh my God, he gonna think I'm, trying to speak. And I really was just asking to make sure. And I don't know, this was just on my heart, really heavy at the time. And he ended up dying probably, God, a year later. Wasn't even maybe 8 months later, he ended up dying. And if I had have really pressed it, and I didn't press it because I felt, oh my God, why am I talking about death with this? I felt really horrible, but it was the universe trying to get me ready for what was happening, and I didn't do what I was supposed to do, so my girls were left out. Okay. But if I had to do what I need to do, they would have been fine. But that was me not pressing the issue and not wanting somebody else to think that I was speaking death on them or whatever. But what was going to happen happened anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't me. It was just the universe. You know what I'm doing, the universe, but it was the universe trying to get me ready for what was coming. And I could have did some preparations for my girls in order to be prepared for what did happen. Okay. Write down your goals, you guys. Write them down. Start setting aside some time for yourself to seriously think about creating tangible items that you want to implement for yourself over the next 5 years. Not this is not just for yourself. Everybody on here should have life insurance. If you don't have life insurance and your kids have to bury you, shame on you. I'm serious. If you don't have life insurance, shame on you. Don't sit up there and leave that burden for your children. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I will put your butt in the oven and cremate your tail. Sit up there and don't have no life insurance. And you know you gotta die eventually anyway. So why wouldn't you have life insurance? Why wouldn't you? This is not just for you. This is stuff that's going to be passed down to your children. You are leaving your children with a legacy. Leave them an up. Give them a hand up. Don't leave them in debt. Don't leave them where they have to borrow money to go pay for your funeral. Shame on you guys. Don't do that to your children. Let them pay for it. If they can afford it, you suggest you make an appointment and you make them the beneficiary and make their jump. It's only what, maybe $50, $40 forecast. You young enough, your life insurance cut shouldn't cost but $23, $30 at the most right now. You should have some life insurance because we just think, oh, ain't nothing gonna ever happen to me. Well, it does. Trust me. Trust me. Their dad didn't think anything was gonna happen to him, and it did. So I'm just saying. Um, I'm just bringing this out because it's time for us to set our children up, even as far as education, even as far as their college. Are we doing anything? Are we setting maybe $20 aside for college? I'm not even saying for them to go to college. Have you been talking to them about their future? If you have older children and they're like 14 or 15, have you been talking to them about, hey, are they entrepreneurs? What kind of business? We're not talking about what kind of job you want anymore. What kind of business do you want? Even with our schools, are we putting them in schools where they're going to be taught code of behaviors? No, we still have them in their schools. We know the school population, but we still refuse to set them down or set ourselves down to say, okay, what is it going to take for me financially to put my kids in Zayx Institute in New York, home, as far as if they're big enough and you can get a grandma or to come there and sit with them while they're especially if they're younger, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, with 15, 14, 15, they should be able to get online by themselves. And you should be able to know if they're online. You don't have to pay for a sitter when they get to 10 and 12. They can do that for themselves. But if they're under 10, you need to be showing, they need to have maybe a nanny there, not a nanny, I'm like a grandma or something. And you could pay grandma like maybe $100 a week. I'm just saying, you paying all this other expenses for their, instead of them buying $600 gym shoes, invest that money into having homeschooling, into having their computers at home and grandma watching them, and you paying Zayx Institute maybe $100 a week. I'm just saying, I don't know how much it is. And grandma, you got to pay grandma something. Some grandmas don't even, they'll take maybe $50 or $75 a week or 75. Some grandmas will just do it for free. You know that. You can take them to grandma's house, drop them off in the morning when you wake up, drop them off before you get to work, and their computer's already over there, and they can sit at grandma's house right in that room, and you don't have to pay grandma anything. There is so many reasons and ways that we can do this to build up our families, to build up our children so that we can start to build up our generation, start to build them, educating our babies. We can do this. We can pay Zayx Institute for them to come into your neighborhood. Okay, but it's going to be start recruiting different people in your neighborhood, different people in your area to be like, hey, Zayx Institute is a school, our own school. Why don't we support that school so then maybe we can get this school here in our neighborhoods? Who's doing that? Why aren't we doing that? We should be ready to build, and we should be ready. We should be looking for schools. I have a school right up the street called The Point, right? That's a Black school. I didn't even know it. That school is not even, why is it not crowded? And some of y'all on here are teachers. You guys can teach, forecast. You need to look into having your own. All those courses that you're doing, you need to put them courses and show them to Zykes Institute. What kind of history is he teaching? I'm just saying. Put that stuff together and introduce it to Zykes Institute. Maybe he'll pay you for your research that you're doing for that history that you're doing on Sundays with us. Maybe he'll pay you to do the history for his school. You never know. You're doing it for free. Why not get paid for it? Your grandma had a business. That's good. That's good. A lot of Black owned businesses they've had, but we stopped supporting it. We've stopped supporting. But it won't take but a grandma coming and they've already retired that they can watch your kids get on the computer and be there with your children. And you take them over their house. They don't have to come out to come to your house. Take them over their house. And these grandmas there, and grandma won't even charge you to do. This is stuff that we can do. We have to start building, teaching our kids morals and a code of behavior. We got to start doing this, you guys, because what they teaching our kids right now is nothing good. Nothing good. And we don't understand. We don't see nothing wrong with that. These people don't have nothing good in store for our children. But we still complain about them. We still complain about them every week, don't we? Every day. I hear different, well, I went to their store, I went to their restaurant, I went to their this, and I went, Karen was, I seen a video where this Black girl, right, the guy, she was parked at Walmart, and I guess the white guy pulled in back of her car and was blocking her in. Honey, she hit the gas, honey, and went on, reversed her car, and he was standing behind her car in his car. He really could have got hurt, but you don't have, it's illegal for somebody to block you in. You cannot legally block somebody in. Honey, she wasn't playing. That was the funniest video ever because she didn't get in trouble for it because he invaded her private. Why are you behind my car? You trying to block me in to be what, mean? Shoot, she didn't care, honey. She went on and did what she needed to do. I guess she'll turn it into her insurance, huh? It was funny. He was like standing behind. You hit my car. You tore up my car. You had your car behind. It was, man, that video was funny. Really, seriously. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because all of what you're seeing right now, you guys, all this police brutality, we can start it. We can stop it instantly. And I'm going to tell you what, I believe in economics. I believe that if you're holding your money and you're shopping Black, a lot of these tables that we've created for them, that's where their wealth came from. Their wealth came from you. Come on, you guys. $1.2 trillion, you giving them, and you are promoting, you're supporting their businesses, right? So where's all of that wealth that they getting coming from? Have we ever thought about, just like what they say here? What does it say? Hold on, I got to come back over here. Hold on, I got to come back. I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute. I got to come back over here. What does that say? What does that say? Redistributing the pain, right? Take your money from them. Take your money from them. Why won't you? I'm just saying. There's things that we can do, but we won't. We won't do it. Why? I don't like to do long lives, you guys. I just want, and there's so much more, so many different angles, so many more angles that we can go with this. But I just want y'all to start thinking about your finances for one. What kind of inheritance are you leaving your children? Any? I'm just saying, if you're living from paycheck to paycheck, what's that doing for your kids? He told us to leave our children an inheritance, and we're not doing it. So we're being very disobedient. Sorry, I'm just saying. It's time for us to be serious about our children's future generational. And I believe education is first. We already seen what this educational system has done and is doing to our children. We already see it, right? What are we doing about it besides complaining? We see stories every day about their educational system. But we have to start laying stuff aside. What are you leaving your children? Have you written down all of your information, like your bank information and, Have you told them where to look if something happens to you? We don't talk about stuff like this. Have you talked about, you know, all of this stuff needs to be talked about. We just leave stuff in the air. I believe in even us voting locally. I believe that we can put a Black person in office that's going to have a Black agenda for us. I do believe that. But every Black person I'm looking at, just like the dude in Alabama, what'd he say? I'm going to get 35% of the white vote. I ain't got to do nothing for Black people. That's what he said. 38% of the white votes. So that means all those Black folk voting for him, and he's not even willing to do anything for them because he just told them I'm not going to do anything for you. I'm going to keep on getting 38% of the white vote and doing for them. He needs to be out of office ASAP. And Alabama, if y'all give him another term, then whatever you get, you get. Because y'all got the worst water right now besides, it's so many people with Alabama, Mississippi, all these Pennsylvania. It's a lot of Detroit. It's a lot of Black areas with horrible water. And that's done on purpose. It's done on purpose. It's done on purpose. So what are we going to do about stuff that we see that's needed? Even like I keep talking about parent on purpose, just like we know that there's areas where we need to be putting our in circulation, putting your children on purpose in technology, putting them in the doula, putting them in becoming a doctor. If they're smart enough, talk to them about becoming doctors. Talk to them about becoming lawyers for your people. Opening up a clinic in your daughter's smart enough. Start talking now. Girl, I sure wish you would open up that clinic in our neighborhood for our babies, for our people. You got to support your own. That's a conversation that we don't even talk about. We don't even talk about us being on purpose to support us with our children, do we? Why? We don't even talk about, well, we need doulas in our area. Well, we need our own community stores. Well, we need our own mechanics. Well, we need our own NFAC. I'm never going to forget that. We need our own retired vets to patrol. We need our own men to come into the schools. Just like locally, if you start voting locally, you vote you a mayor in there and you tell that Black mayor what you want. And I believe, just like I believe Mississippi is putting their people in place, Black folk, you put your same people in place and you do it separate just like they do it. And you hire our men to go inside of these schools to make a difference. Most Black men don't have jobs, right? Hire them to go inside of these schools, some of these Black men to patrol these schools. That could be your job. Kick those police officers out and put them Black men inside of those schools. And you come in there being like a mentor to those kids. These are things that we can do in our own community when we have our own schools. Because that they don't hire any of our Black teachers in their areas, in their schools, do they? None of our Black teachers went with our children when we did this integration thing, right? Whatever. And we didn't think about that. We thought, we in now. Y'all didn't think about the harm that they was gonna do to your children, did you? We're gonna let our kids go to their school. They gonna learn like the white children. Yeah, they learn like the white children. Half of their asses can't read now because they didn't have to teach your children anything. They miseducated your children on purpose, and you know that, and still got them in their schools. What is it going to take, people? What is it going to take? We don't have to live this way. We don't. We live like this because we choose to. We live like we live because we choose not to support our own. And anybody that's trying to help you to be free, y'all talk about them being agents. Ain't that something? Have y'all noticed that? Any real person that has come on here and talked about us being free, other Black folk talk about them like dogs. Oh, they agents. Well, where's your proof? Well, they agents. What's your proof? Well, so-and-so said. So-and-so said what? Do they know them personally? Show me what you said. You said NFAC's guy was an agent. Was he an agent? Do they put agents in jail? I'm just saying, do they? Is that something new? They put their own in jail now? Agents? Oh, God. I don't know what else to say. I can go so many ways with this conversation. But we have to start parenting on purpose. I'm going to keep saying that. Keep parent on purpose. You see areas of the need. Train your children to do it. Train your children to do it. It's a lot of need in our community, you guys. Sky's open now. Find you a purpose, find your purpose, and feel the need. If everybody is doing their part, Ram and the Bush is doing their part, right? If everybody, and I just wish I could partner up with so many more businesses, but a lot of these small black businesses, a lot of these small businesses don't have the money like the white ones do, and the white ones don't really want to partner with us, right? We're using who we can, but I wish it was so many more. I wish it was so many more. But we're parenting on purpose. We're putting them, we're filling where the need is. Just like the airplane. I can't afford $100,000. Can we? Can anybody afford $100,000 so that we can teach our babies how to fly, so we can have our own airline, right? Parenting on purpose, right? Why won't we do that? Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing that? We won't do it. Why? I'm just saying, it's time to do what we need to do in order to get ahead. Why are we seeing stuff and we just do? Well, who gonna do it? Well, when you got somebody that have an idea to do it, you still don't want to do it. I had the plans, looking at the building and everything. All I needed was the money, and nobody wanted to do it. I'm like, I'm not putting my name on the line. And the building was only like, I think, $800. I'm just saying, I could have had 8 people in there paying $100 a week, and we could have had our own, like a flea market. That's not bad for a building. 2 sides. The doctors and lawyers and the dentist could have been on one side, and black owned business could have been on the other side. But even if I would have had 16 people that want to do it, that's $50 a month. I mean, $50 a week to pay for a building, $800. But I'm not putting my name on nothing if people won't help me. I'm not. I can't. Because I'm not going to be stuck with that bill, because I'm not going to be here. But I was at least willing to get the building. I already talked to the guy. I have vision. Oh, I'm a visionary. That's the gift that runs in my family. But I can't do it all. I can only do so much. I'm just saying. I seen the community store. I was like, oh, we could put a community store here. Had to GoFundMe. Nobody wants to support. Can't do it by myself. I'm just saying, people harder. You'll get them. The white folk have oh my God. Tariq Nasheed had a museum. You see how much money he got for that little museum? What's the museum doing for the black community? Anything? I'm just saying, anything? Is it growing you? What's it doing for you? What's it doing for black people? What's it doing for our future? Is it going to help you with your future? Did it put a plug in somewhere that was needed in the black community? We need banks now. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired, y'all. We need banks. We need schools. We need clinics. We need what else we need? It's a lot that we need, but we can start somewhere. These are areas that we can start as older adults to leave to our children. So once you find out what your child's, for instance, my granddaughter, she loves beauty, right? And I told her when she graduates, I'm going to get her. She wants a spa. She wants like a spa. You can have several. And I've been talking to her. You can rent the booths. You can do makeup, tattoos. You can do hair. You can do eyebrows. You can do tanning. You can even do tanning salon in there. White folk tan all the time. Put your tanning salon in there. I'm just saying. They want to support. But you can't own it. You can't own no parts of it. You can put your money into it. But I don't believe you allowing them to own any parts of your business. Then they want to tell you what to do with it. No, you can't tell me what to do with my business. You can, you can donate to it, but you can't come in here and tell me what to do with it. Do with the money that you donate. No, we're not doing that. But I've told her, I said, you can have several. Charge everybody $150 a week for rent. Rather than doing hair, you got tattoos, you got hair in there. If you have 8 people, how much money is that a week? If you got 10 people, how much money is that a week? I'm just saying. We got to start somewhere, you guys. We have to parent on purpose. Start building generational wealth now. But I'm done. I'm not going to keep on ratting on and on. Y'all want to do it, do it. You don't. Seriously, these lives should be full with understanding what's the next step. If it's not cussing somebody out or talking negative about Black people, people aren't interested. You want somebody to entertain you. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to help you to grow. I'm here to help you to grow your business. I'm here to help you to get an idea. I have plenty of them. I just cannot do it all by myself. And I'm waiting on some of y'all to build something. I just refuse to spend my money here in America. If y'all not going, I'm not going to do it by myself. I'm not putting my name on the line for nothing in America. If somebody else don't want to do it, there's ideas, do it. You can keep working your jobs, working hard for white folk, or you can build your own and have a stress-free something. You got people here that can cook. Get with like-minded people, rent you a building, and start cooking your food. Start opening up your restaurant or carry out. If you can cook, I don't care if you cook. Hey, y'all, we're doing fish and spaghetti today at this location. You could do one whatever specialty, one specialty today. If you got just say like I got a small little kitchen and I don't have, it's just a place to pick up. Just a small little corner, and I can cook in that little corner. And we're gonna do spaghetti and fish on Friday with coleslaw and a piece of cake. We're gonna charge $8. I'm just saying for that plate. Do you not know people will come? People will come. It don't have to be a big building. People will come. You start off with one dinner for now until you build that up. Then you can say, okay, today we're gonna do fish and spaghetti. I'm just guessing. I'm just saying come. And tomorrow we're gonna do macaroni, cheese, and meatloaf. I'm just saying. You think people won't come for that? Make some Chinese food. I seen a Black guy who got a Chinese restaurant. I think it's in Georgia. It's either in Georgia. I seen it somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but I was like, oh my God, I gotta try. That's what I'm talking about. I don't have to be Chinese to make Chinese food. You know, Black folk love Chinese food. Get in there and learn how to make you some Chinese food. If that's your gift is cooking, open up your Chinese restaurant. They do it. They trying to do soul food. They ain't Black, but they trying to cook soul food. I seen an Arab trying to soul food. What the hell you Arab? What do you know about soul food? I'm not coming over there buying no soul food from you. I know you know how to cook it. I can buy my own. I can cook my own soul food and sell it. What would I look like going to an Arab person buying some soul food? I'm just saying. They trying to sell soul food. Why can't you open up your Chinese restaurant? You know, Black folk love Chinese food. I love Chinese food, but I don't like the dogs that they cook it. I'm just saying. I like the General Chicken, but I won't buy it from them because I don't trust them for one. But I still like it. I used to eat all the time before I understood what I was eating. I'm just saying. And then you go in and you see, they got a 90.5 on their cleanliness. Oh God. Oh God. I'm serious. What are we doing? I'm just saying. So much we can plug into, you guys. We can start building right now and we can bankrupt this country. We can build right now. Like-minded. You just got your income tax. What are you doing with your income tax? Put it together with somebody and open up a shop, a corner store. Open up a restaurant if you can cook. Open up a garage if you can fix cars. Get you one of them. You ain't even gotta get you if you have say you got an empty lot. And you can get a generator and you can get one of them carports and you can start right there on the carport, right on the empty lot. Put your carport, get your generator, and you can be right there. I'm just saying. These are ways of you to get around to start your own business. Or just say like you have a house and you work for Midas. Okay, well, on the weekends or on a Sunday or after work. You got to build up your clientele some kind of way. Or while you at work, pass some cards out. Pass some cards out. Pass them cards out. Give your cards to people. You out on the street, pass your cards out. Build your business. That's generation. You building generational work. You working under them 9 to 6, 5 days a week. What you doing Saturday and Sunday? Do your own business Saturday and Sunday. Or Pass out your cards. They may have somebody that say, hey, after work, can you come and do my brakes? Sure can. I'm just saying we are building on purpose, you guys. Aren't you tired of taking abuse from them? Don't you hate going to work for them every day? Don't you hate being around them every day? Build your own. I'm just saying. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But we're failing our children. We're not teaching them a code of behavior. We're not teaching them how to love on each other. We're not teaching them. It's getting worse. Then you have somebody got the nerves talking, ooh, pray for our children. Pray for what? You got them in their schools. What the hell you expect? Pray for what? Let's pray for you get some sense that you'll take them out their schools so that you can begin to retrain this here. Because we gave them 60 years of this, of our own children's mind. Do you see the Jews? Do you see the Germans educating the Jews' babies? Hell no. Then why do you have your enemies educating your babies? You answer me that question. Then got the nerves talking about pray for you. Let me just say one thing, and I'm finna go. Did you see now you got Tucker Carlson trying to tell us that January 6th didn't happen? We know what we saw. But you trying to get them thugs out of jail, or get out of jail free card, right? They didn't cross the line, broke into the Capitol building, pissed and dookied everywhere. And you trying to tell me what I saw? Oh, that didn't happen. What you call it? Tyranny. Thugs. They got charged with misdemeanors, didn't even get charged with felonies, and got to serve 6 months. And now you from, well, they need to be out of jail because they did. Well, they need to be in jail because they didn't comply. How about that? They should have complied with the laws. They wouldn't be in jail now. And you didn't give them the sentence that they needed because they all should have got felony charges for being a terrorist in the United States. And they didn't charge not one with a terrorist charge, did they? No. They'll never hold themselves guilty. I always want to tell you, oh, ain't nothing over here to see. Oh, yes, it's plenty. It's plenty. But I'm going to tell you what, we just start parenting on purpose and start building our wealth over here. $1.2 trillion. Ain't got nothing. Ain't got a pot or a window. Tell me why. People got $10,000 for income tax and you cannot put that down on the house. Yes, love Tucker Carlson. Love that little creep, little racist man. And gonna come on in and tell you, well, had the nurse say, well, somebody asked that on the news, do you believe Tucker Carlson was right? Did he change your mindset? Hell no, he didn't change nothing. He just made me see how ungrateful, how much of a person, how much they will not ever hold themselves accountable. I don't care what they do. They'll always blame it on somebody else. Always look to themselves, no matter what their action is. They never hold themselves guilty. Even their little children. We went to a black restaurant the other day, me and my husband, right? Little white girl come out. I'm like, why are they? I don't understand. My mother was like, well, honey, they want to give you their money, let them give it. I understand. But your little white child needs to sit down somewhere, running up and down. I'm trying to eat and I can't eat because this little girl keep running around. I looked at her and I looked at the parents. They don't ever have no kind of discipline for their children. I don't want to come to a restaurant and I got to sit up here and look at your child running up and down the aisle. Sit your ass down and eat somewhere. Why don't you? Is that what you do at home? Sit down. You don't want to be bothered with your raggedy child. Just bad. They ain't got no discipline. But then you want to tell us about our children. You want to tell us how to teach our children. Your children shooting up schools. Why would I listen to you about you trying to teach me what to do as a parent? Please. Your little bad child running there, just running. And I'm like, well, people are eating. Sit down somewhere. Just sit down. Just sit down. I'm done, you guys. I'm done ranting. We're going to do something different. Every week, we're going to talk about something else. I'm trying to see what we're going to talk about next week because it's time for us to get it straight. Seriously, we're going to be talking about some things, some really good topics that we need to start talking about our community, how we can build it up and what we need to do. And it's some great things coming up. When we hit back, let's celebrate. Multiple culture schools or not, multicultural. And why are our men not getting valuable jobs? Why are our men not working? Why are our men not being able to work these jobs that they're learning in prison. We're gonna talk, and we're getting ready to do a thing about the prison system. It's a mess. It's a mess in there. I'm just doing some research. It's horrible. They can learn a job in there. I'm dealing with reentry men, right? Reentry, and I'm dealing with the state, and I'm dealing with these black folk, and these black folk move as slow as they can when it's come to our men. When it comes to prisoners and they coming out of jail, they ain't got nowhere to stay. You can't get an apartment. You'll tell me, well, you got a felony, you can't go get a job. What the hell you mean I can't work now? I came out of jail and I can't even get a job. Well, okay, what's for the live? One man literally was leaving a halfway house. They have him in a place where he came out of jail. So he can't, he wanted to do the CDO program, but he had nowhere to live. And then he was going into a shelter. All these abandoned buildings. I'm gonna get me one of these buildings over here, and I'm gonna what you call them? I'm going to be a city in. What you call them? I'm not going. You got a whole building empty, and I need a place to live, and I'm gonna go to a shelter. I'm going to some of these abandoned houses, and we're gonna be squatters, right? Squatters. Can we squat? I'm just saying, this is crazy. Why can our men not get you didn't put them in prison? You didn't taught them a trade. Now they working like dogs for 5 cents in prisons, right? Every day. And you mean to tell me you just trained him how to be a welder in prison, but he can't do that outside? What? I thought it was called rehabilitation. So why are they not able to work? Why can't they find work? Why can't they have a place to live? Have them an apartment building over here just for prisoners. If that's what you want to do, if you want to say, okay, they can't live in apartments over here because I'm so sick of this country. I don't know what to do. So you have prisoners that come out that ain't got nowhere to stay. You won't harm. You pay them $10 an hour. Where in the hell is a grown man supposed to take care of his family on $10 an hour? Tell me that. Where can you take care of yourself for $10 an hour? We're gonna talk about that. Oh, we're gonna talk about the system of America. We're going to talk about social services. We're going to talk about some stuff that's going on under our noses, and nobody seems to care. And I understand now that I'm working with them now. It's jobs I can't even get them to work because they say, oh, I'm working with felonies. Okay, then let's create their own businesses. How about that? Teach them how to do home improvements. I got a guy that's teaching them CDO. They can do their own business with that. Home improvements, they can do their own business with that. Okay, let's put them in their own business there. But I got to get them trained. And a lot of people, because they come out and you got to be, just take paperwork that they got to fill out, especially if they just came out to go to halfway house. It's paperwork they got to fill out. People don't want to do that. I'm like, what are they supposed to do? Where can they go to make more than $10 an hour? This sucks. I'm serious. It sucks. It sucks. But I'm done, you guys. I'm done, Vinny. I'm done. I hope y'all have a great day. I will see you guys next Sunday. Hopefully at 1 o'clock. I had to switch it, but hopefully 1 o'clock. Okay. But y'all, peace, family. I'm out. I hope I didn't bore you too much. It's all about growing. It's all about building, y'all. It's about building. That's all we want to do is build. It's time to build. What are we doing here? Past purpose. What you say? Going everywhere but Africa. Yeah. You're right. Past purpose going everywhere but Africa, ain't they? Giving up their seed. I seen a boy today. He was on TikTok and he was talking about men that talked about the women talked about the men, and this fool talking about your elders. I'm like, you black folk, y'all in trouble. I said, dude, shut up. What are you doing? Talking about your elders? But they didn't do this and they didn't do this. What are you doing about it? Besides what? That's white folk talking points. Now you got something to say about your elders. Now you got something to say about your women, your men. Can black folk do anything right? Let white folk tell it no, but black folk sound just like white folk. We can't do nothing right. This is what happened when you let them educate you. They will brainwash you. Now you got women talking about, I don't need a man. You got men going out of different countries to Turkey and all these other places, mixing your seed with these demons and devils and dogs and snow people that you ain't supposed to be mixing your seed with. And we're not teaching our boys now not to do that. Our boys love some white girls. But what parent is are you talking to your boy? Don't bring them home. Those are not safe people. Son, those are not safe people. Those are nasty, dirty people. They don't even take baths. Who was that said, I only bathe my children when I see dirt? I only bathe my children when I see dirt. Y'all, let me hold on. I got one more. I promise I'm gonna be done. God, I promise this was something I seen the other day. Y'all got to help me here. I want you guys to look this up. Man, this thing was just music to my ears. Y'all got to see this here. Then I'm gone. I promise. This right here. You guys have got to see this. Hold on. This thing was about South African, these white folk, right? They living in slums and stuff. Read this. Look at this. I want y'all got to pull this up. Forecast, put it up. South Africa, white slums. You got to pull that up. You got to pull that up. That thing, woo, that thing. Boy, them crackers mad too. You got to pull that up. I'm so serious. And this is what it looks like. This is who it's gonna look like, a little boy with a green shirt. You got to see that. You see the title of that? Y'all got to check that out, boy. You know I had a good old time with that one. Boy, them crackers mad. They sitting over there living in slums. They ain't got no. Ooh, they worse than slaves. But God said they're gonna get it worse. This is what's happening now. Y'all don't believe the Bible. Y'all better start look and see what the signs of the times. Y'all can sit there and that crazy you want to. Them curses is reversing right now in your face, and some of y'all can't even see it. Oh, I see it. Man on this said, "Wow, we didn't do none of them." That's what most white folks say. We didn't do to them. We didn't put them in slavery. Our ancestors did that. But guess what? The Bible says you're gonna visit. He will visit the sins of the fathers to the fourth and fifth, the third and fourth generation, right? Fourth and the fifth generation, third and fourth generation, right? So the very sins that our fathers did, we had to reap those. The same sins that they fathers did to us, they getting ready to get it double. Believe it or not. I'm telling you. Okay, I got to go, y'all. I don't like these long lives. Peace, family. Take care, and we'll talk later. Bye for now.